Okay, continuing from the last video, I showed you how to find the different sides assuming that you had one angle and one side. Now I'm going to show you how to do it sort of backwards, that if you have a few sides, how do you find an angle using trig functions? So I'm just going to shift that over to the side, make room for my work, and we'll get started. This side we can see is 4. This program does not want to draw 4s for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. So we have two lengths, and let's say the book is asking for this angle. Or, not even the book, but whatever we're trying to do is asking for that angle. So the first question we have to ask is, which two sides do we have? We have the opposite, because it's opposite of our side, and the adjacent, because it's part of the angle and it's not the hypotenuse. So adjacent and opposite, if we think about our trig functions, we know that tangent will give us what we need. Tangent is the opposite side divided by the close side. So tangent of this angle, x degrees, tangent of what we're looking for will be equal to 4/5. That's what we need to know. Okay. And the way to type that in our calculator is we put second tangent. So if you're using the same calculator as me, it'll have a yellow button up in the corner, second, and then you hit tangent. It says tangent, I'll show you what it looks like, tangent, and the little -1 up here. And then you want tangent -1, or negative first power, I guess is what it literally looks like, but it means second tangent, or reverse tangent, whatever. And we want that to be equal to 4/5. Or we want it to be 4/5 equals x, I think. So then we type 4 divided by 5, and it gives us 38. 38.6 roughly. And that looks about right. If this dot were here, that would be 45, so it's a little less than that. That looks good. I'll call that 38. Or 39, I guess. And to find this angle, it would be pretty much the same thing. We would say tangent of opposite over adjacent, so it would be 5 divided by 4, and that would give us, this number. But I don't want to do the same thing again. So let's say that we had this other angle. What did I have? 4. So I'll do a quick Pythagorean theorem here. 4 squared plus 5 squared, and then the square root of that answer. So it's 6.4 roughly. I'm just showing you how to do it, so I'm not real worried about the numbers here. But so let's say we had a 6.4 and a 5. This is a new problem. Just forget about the old one. We have 6.4 for the hypotenuse, and we have 5 for this leg. And we don't have this 38. Okay? So just to show that it can be done upside down, we're going to do this angle now. This top one. So forget about all this. What we're going to do is use one of them that has the hypotenuse in it. So if our little guy is standing here, or if we're standing at this one, then this is the opposite. Okay? You don't need to think in terms of base or anything. It's just we're occupying this angle, that's opposite, and we have a hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse tells us we need to use sine. So sine of the angle we're looking for is going to be 5 divided by that 6.4. And to type that in, that'll be sine of or second sine of 5 divided by 6.4. Let me see what that comes out to. Second sine 5 divided by 6.4. That looks like 51.37. Now, does that agree with what we got before? This is a good way to check it. We say this is 51. Well, I'll pretend that says 51. And then for this one, we got 38 point something, 39. And we know this angle is 90. And we know that triangles add up to 180. So 180 minus 90 minus 51, approximately, what do you know? It's roughly 39 or 38. So, just generally speaking, we know that these answers do make sense. That we didn't get, 1.3 or something. We didn't get something really stupid. So, if you have a couple of sides, that's how you can find the angles also. And once you have one of them, you can just use the whole, subtract from 90. You don't even need this part. That's stupid. So, there you go. That's just about all you need to know about trig functions to get through geometry class. So, we're done with that.